Hey guys, what's going on? Gonna be talking about some Overwatch news. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about today is something really exciting. If you haven't played Overwatch or haven't even thought about checking it out, and maybe this is the first time you're even seeing Overwatch gameplay, or maybe you heard your friend talk about Overwatch, is how to actually play it for free from the 9th to the 12th of this month. So if you haven't checked out Overwatch, if you maybe considered buying it, if you've maybe considered just playing it and wanting to check it out, but you don't want to lay down the 40 to 60 bucks for the game, here is how you get it for free from the 9th to the 12th. Now the first caveat is, unfortunately, you have to be on PS4 or Xbox One. I know it sucks if you have an Xbox 360, if you're on even PC, but if you have an Xbox One or PS4, on the 9th, you'll be able to go to the PS4, PSN store or the Xbox One store and be able to search Overwatch free weekend. You'll see a download there, you download it, then you can play it. So make sure you guys go check that out if you haven't played Overwatch yet. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is competitive. Competitive was a kind of nuisance in Season 1 of Overwatch, and now that we're starting Season 2 of Overwatch, there's some pretty big and exciting changes happening within the ranking system. So the first thing is, previously in Season 1, they had a 1 to 100 skill-based ranking. Basically, if you're below 29, you're known as a troll. If you're above that amount, you're known as average, and if you're like 60 or above, you're known as a pretty good Overwatch player. Now the entire system is shifting. So not only is the range getting bigger, so it was 1 to 100, now it's going to be 1 to 5,000, a huge shift of range, but they're also implementing a skill rating decay. So if you have a skill rating of above 3,000, you're now forced to play at least one competitive match every 7 days, or else you'll start losing 50 skill points every 24 hours until you reach a minimum of 3,000, in which case, of course, you'll stop declining in skill rating. A pretty big change, especially if you're one of those people that like to rank up really high and then just stop ranking up. Also this season, they're implementing discrete skill tiers. You can see on screen the different ones and where the point system aligns with that skill tier. It's a pretty big change. It's very similar to other ranked competitive games like League of Legends or Dota, where they have these bronze, silver, gold, platinum type ratings. Pretty exciting to be able to gauge where your competitors are and also where your team is in the ranking side of things. You can kind of stack yourself up against them. Awesome stuff there. Now, the final thing I want to talk about today is penalties for people that leave a competitive match, also called leaver penalties. Previously before, if you had someone leave a competitive match, you'd have to play one person down, which really sucked. Now, they just added a change where there's a 10-minute penalty if someone leaves, and in Season 2, which just started yesterday, there's also this nice little alert button that comes up basically saying you're not only going to lose XP if you do this often, but you're also going to potentially be banned from competitive for the entire season. This should definitely fix a lot of the issues of people just leaving whenever there's a little bit of a chance that they're going to lose. So yeah, that's all the news I have for you today. I'm going to try to keep you guys updated whenever new news hits for Overwatch. I'm going to be on top of it. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I will talk to you tomorrow.